Hey guys, it's Russ Gray with Keller Williams Advantage in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, I'm going to come to you today with our next question in the commonly asked question series. This one's a heavy one. This one's a heavy hitter in terms of questions. Simply put, why do I need a real estate agent? And that answer can be answered in multiple ways. Short answer is, yes, you do need an agent. Why do you need it? Because right now the market's crazy. You need somebody who understands what's going on and can help guide you through that process to make sure this is simple and easy as possible. That answer, though, is very different if you're a buyer and if you're a seller. So we're going to just kind of dig into this a little bit. Buyer part's going to be pretty short. Seller part is where I'm really wanting to focus in right now, because right now, for sellers, it's an amazing time to sell your home. It's a little scary to have to sell it and go buy something else, but that's why you need an agent to help you out with that process, to make sure that you're getting everything that you need to get from point A to point B. So let's dig into this. Let's decompact this a little bit and kind of understand a little more as to why you need that. So first off, we're going to hit on the buyer side. Why do you need a real estate agent if you're a buyer? Why is it important? What makes your life so much easier if you have one? Simply put, a buyer's agent right now is gold. Having an agent who understands the contract, can help you write a contract, structure an offer for you the right way, run comps to make sure that you're not going to overspend on a house, is really important to have. The way things are looking right now in the market, buyers are throwing out some really crazy offers. There's houses that are selling over asking price, and buyers who are great buyers who are on different type of buying programs, loan programs, are having a hard time getting their offers accepted, even with an agent. But you know, if you're coming in with cash, it's hard to kind of beat anything with cash. Whether you're, you know, a conventional loan, a VA loan, FHA loan, Native American Section 183 loans. There's all these different loan programs that are out there, but if somebody comes in with cash, it's hard to compete against that. However, there's ways that you can still win even as a buyer under any of these other loan programs that sometimes can beat out cash, and sometimes it doesn't come down to having the highest offer at the end of the day. Sometimes it's just presenting an offer that makes the most sense to make sure that the seller is set up for success on their end too. So it's important to have that right now as a buyer. Having that agent who's in your corner, on your side, they can help you structure a deal, put it together the right way, and make sure that everybody wins at the end of the day of the deal. That being said, why do you need one as a seller right now? Sellers, you're looking at the market right now and you're seeing the houses around you. If you're in neighborhoods, in an area that's desirable that people want to be, you're seeing homes are coming on the market and they're selling, and sometimes they're selling within hours, sometimes they're selling within a couple days. But you wake up one morning, you see the sign show up in your neighbor's yard, and you think, oh good, my neighbor's selling their house. That's awesome. They're moving on somewhere else. Maybe there's a job change. Maybe they're looking to upgrade and move to a bigger home. Maybe they're moving out to the country. Maybe they're moving closer to work because they're tired of commuting forever to get to where they need to be. Everybody's motivation for selling a home right now is totally different. But then you see the next day, a sold sign shows up on it. You're like, wow, their house sold in 24 hours. So you get the bug, you start getting the itch, you start thinking like, man, I want to sell my house. If I can sell my house, if they can sell their house in one day, I can sell my house in a day. And so people do kind of the idea of like, well, why am I hiring an agent to handle this if they're only going to work for one day and be done and then get paid a commission to do it? And I'll be honest with you, it sometimes seems like that. A good agent's going to go beyond that. Obviously, it's more than just one day on the market. It's more than just doing one day of work to collect a commission on selling a home. There's a lot of things that go into the background of it. Right now, more than anything else, having the marketability is huge. Getting your house on MLS. Most of the buyers that are out there on the market right now have an agent they're working with. They've got an agent sending them homes every day, if not twice a day, if not more than that, depending on when homes are showing up on the MLS. If they're doing a concierge search, they're handpicking the homes that make the most sense for their buyer. Maybe a buyer is looking for something very specific that maybe we can't narrow down inside the MLS and say, hey, we need all these things, but like we're getting specific to like what's the color of the cabinets. If it's that specific, chances are an agent's handpicking the houses out for their client. If it's kind of broad, your house is probably fitting in it. However, think about it like this. Your home is landing on the eyes, if it's in the MLS, of every agent who's got a buyer in your price range, as well as all the buyers who don't have representation, who are going to end up having representation anyway when they finally see your home. And so you could do it for sale by owner right now. You could, and you could probably sell your house. You're not going to get as much visibility as I would sometimes think you would, just because 90%, if not 95% of the people that are out there looking for homes are working with an agent. The remaining 5 to 10% that don't have an agent yet will probably end up having an agent within the next couple of days. And then that cycle continuously kind of repeats itself, and people come out of the market because they buy, people come into the market because now they're ready to buy, and they're either connecting with an agent, they're getting a referral for an agent, they met an agent at an open house, they clicked connect me with somebody and it connected, and unfortunately websites like Realtor.com, Zillow, all these outside sources are connecting them to an agent at random almost. So expect that almost everybody that looks at your home, be it for sale by owner or on MLS, is an agent, and they're looking on behalf of a buyer. So the good news here is this. So while the market is pretty hot, and as a seller, it's really important to know that things are moving as quickly as they are. What's really important at the end of the day is making sure that you are set up for success in selling your home. And that realistically equates to, what is an agent doing for me? They worked for one day, they're getting their commission, they sold their house, my neighbor's house, in like a day. So do I really need an agent? Yes. There's a lot more going on in the background that a lot of people don't really realize is happening when it comes down to the sale of a house and what real estate agents are doing. Aside from putting a house on the market, putting a sign in the yard, there's the marketing photos, there's the online marketing to try to attract more business, there's the cross-marketing over to other agents to get it in front of them, so that way more eyes are landing on your property, but also saying, hey, bring me a buyer. Folks are ready to go, ready to rock and roll. But they're also deciphering contracts. They're deciphering the offers that are coming in for those homes. They're wanting to know what's making the most sense for you as a seller. When we kind of talk about multiple offer situations, a couple of years ago, that was typically, hey, I got like three or four offers on my home. We picked the best one that looked the best for us, and we went forward. In today's market, it's more common than not, especially if you're in that first-time home buyer range or in a really hot price range in our current, like in any market. It's really not uncommon for there to be 5, 10, 15, 20 offers. If it's a really hot property, somewhere that everybody wants to be, it's got all the stuff that a buyer is going to be looking for, it's really not uncommon for those homes to end up with more than 5 or 10 offers. Just this weekend alone, there's an agent here in town that I know that they listed a house, they put it on the market. By the end of the weekend, they had over 50 offers on the house. 50 offers. And so, what's an agent doing to decipher all of these offers and help make the most sense for you as a seller as to what to do? Back when it was 3 or 4 offers, it was just really just sitting down, looking at all 4 offers, figuring out which one was the best, and then moving forward with it. Picking that offer and moving forward. Now when there's 52 offers, that's where your agent, when it comes to listing your house, is making their money. Because what they're doing is they're taking each offer, because by law and by the Realtor Code of Ethics, we are required to present every single offer that comes in to the seller. We're taking each of those offers and we're breaking them down into more simplified terms. So you don't have to go through a 6 to 10 page document to figure out what is included with that offer, what's not included with that offer, and what are they even trying to do with the offer. A good agent's going to break that down and take it from a really big situation on each one to have to go through every single offer, and they're going to take it and compact it down and make it easy to understand, so that way you're not having to read through 52 offers, all 6 pages. And they're going to help you figure out which ones make the most sense, which ones are the most beneficial, which ones are going to have the best opportunity for you to sell your house. But if you're trying to buy a house or do something like move cross country, it's going to fit within your timeline in a proper fashion. They're going to help figure out what's going on with the agent. Agents talk to each other. We have conversations. We talk to each other about what's going on. Some agents have great reputations. Some agents don't have great reputations. Some lenders have great reputations. Some lenders do not have great reputations. What's going to end up happening is in the 52 offers, as a for sale by owner, you're not going to call all 52 of those offers to figure out what's going on, what the offer is, and what to expect. You also might not know of those 52 offers, those agents, those lenders. You're probably not going to have a conversation with the top couple of lenders and agents for the top offers that say, hey, like these are all the same basically, so who do we feel the most comfortable with? So that's what an agent's going to do. They're going to take those down, they're going to categorize each offer, they're going to verify that the information in those offers is accurate and correct, but then they're also going to verify and make sure that, hey, the offer makes sense. And they're going to try to protect your time and your efforts as well. One of the big things that we see a lot right now is offers are coming in over asking price on a lot of homes. Just about everything that sells right now is selling with multiple offers going over asking price. So the question then becomes, with the offers going over asking price on these homes, how far is too far? If you have a home that you're selling and you have somebody come in with a loan and they offer a crazy amount over the asking price, can the house appraise for that much? The agent's going to go ahead and decipher the market, figure out what's going on, help you kind of get an idea of whether or not that offer makes any sense or not. But they're also going to try to protect to make sure that at the end of the day, like if that offer is what it is, maybe there's some extra protections inside of it that say if it doesn't sell for that much, that this buyer's going to pay the difference. It's called an appraisal gap. They might be that buyer might be willing to go ahead and spend the money to get the house regardless of what you're selling it for, regardless of what the appraisal comes in as. But if you have a loan that comes in and it's subject to an appraisal and there's no appraisal gap in there, or there's a request for closing costs or whatever, it's important for the agent to sit down and really figure out what that looks like for you. We can present you with however many net sellers as we possibly can. On the other side of it, we're probably going to break it down into simpler terms so you don't have to look through an entire net to seller, and just break it down to the simple terms of what is it that you're taking home with each offer, and then putting our notes in there, making it easy, making it simple, breaking it down. We're probably going to rank them. We're going to say, hey, like these are like the top 5 that are really close to each other. Any of these are going to be just fine. It's up to you which one you want to take. We're probably going to tell you the ones that we probably avoid. We're probably going to have a conversation with the agents on the offers that you have the highest interest in as well, because we're going to want to make sure that those offers are solid offers. We're going to make sure that the lenders are solid lenders. We're going to make sure that it's going to move smoothly. We want to make sure that everything makes sense. we're going to be looking through the provisions on each contract to make sure that you're getting what you need at the end of the day, but also not putting yourself in a position where there could be complications later down the road. So as a seller, having an agent right now in this current market is really crucial to making sure that you're getting to the finish line on every deal, that you're selling your home, getting the top dollar for it, but not putting yourself in a position where you're setting yourself up for some sort of issue to show up at the end, or the buyer to have to back out of the contract because the house can't appraise for the right price, and then now you're back to square one all over again. You're having to list your house, you're having to deal with all the phone calls. Having an agent simplifies all of that for you. So right now, current market, it's crazy. Multiple offers, the whole thing is just wild. And having an agent just makes a lot of sense. Whether you're on the buyer side or the seller side, you need somebody who's in your corner to help you win and to help make sure you're set up for success, and who's watching out for your best interest. So here's the deal. If you are looking to buy a home, if you're coming to Tulsa, you live in Tulsa, and you're just like, man, I really need an agent, because maybe you've been trying to make offers, maybe you've been out looking at houses, and the people that you've been writing offers through have been through the selling agent directly. You don't have someone who's dedicated to you as a buyer, who's looking for you on your behalf. Reach out to me. Let me know what I can do to help you. I really do take a lot of pride and loyalty. I know my number one job, my number one task with every deal that I do is to make sure that my people are taken care of. For me, it's not about the money. It's not about how much am I making at the end of the day. It literally comes down to how am I taking care of you and making sure that you are set up for success later down the road. And if you're a seller, it's me watching out for what's most important to you and your family, but also ensuring that you're going to have a smooth and easy transition and a transaction all the way to the closing table. When you close on that property and the buyer closes on the property and you're able to move on to be at a new house or a new state or a new country, I want to make sure it's as easy as possible for you. That being said as well, if you are anywhere else in the world and you need an agent, you're just like, man, yeah, the market's crazy. I see all my neighbors selling their houses so quickly. I see, I've been out there looking for a home, and it just seems like every time I find something, it disappears. Get in touch with me. Let me know what I can do to help you. I can connect you with an agent anywhere in the world. With Keller Williams, we have a ton of offices. We have thousands of agents all over the U.S. I'm more than happy to connect you with someone who can help you and guide you and take care of you from beginning to end to make sure that you have the best experience possible. So reach out to me. Let me know what I can do to help. I'd love to connect with you if you're here in Tulsa. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I'd love to make sure that we just make sure it's a smooth transition. Make sure everything goes as smoothly as possible for you as we possibly can make it. Feel free to reach me. Contact information is down below. You can call or text me. You can also send me an email. I'm here as a resource for you. Again, thank you so much. Please let me know how I can help. It's been great. Hopefully this answers a lot of questions. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.